Hi ladies and gents, Pond here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. Thank you so much for your previous likes, comments and subscriptions to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, why not click on that button and ring the bell so you can get notifications whenever I'm dropping content on the channel. And now to the topic of this video. I'm already on to part 14 of my hero skin series. I think we have about 23 heroes which have hero skins now, but I haven't been able to cover them all. In this video, I want to talk about the latest skin in the game, which is Chad's skin, which is obviously Hunk. So Chad, the Fire of Fury. It's been available since Monday. You've been able to free trial it as well, as you can see on the screen. And let's have a look at what this guy is going to be doing for you. So initially, of course, he is available from X2 because Hunk is available from X1. To obtain him, you're going to need to use the Precious Hero Collection boxes as usual, and it's a 1.4% chance to obtain him through these boxes. As you can see from the many numbers of people scrolling through, lots of people have been going for him over the past couple of days. So let's check out what he's going to do for you in your Legion. So this bio attribute, when he's maxed, is going to give you an extra 6% on your army might, 3% on your tactical might. I'm not surprised those figures are quite low. Obviously, Chad Hunk is a front row hero, so you're going to expect him to have more of a defensive capability, and that is reflected in the bio attributes. You can see he's giving you an extra 10% HP, 12% on the army defense, 9% tactical resistance, and still 1% on your troop damage. If we compare that, for instance, to the Wind of Banners hero skin for Bleeding Steed, which is obviously available from the previous season, X1, that's only going to be giving you 8% HP. It's a bit more balanced on the tactical might and resistance as well. Troop damage 1.5%. Potentially those two skins are going to work quite well together earlier in the game for those players that are in the younger states who are just in SX2 now and are being able to obtain Hunk's hero skin as soon as possible. On to the inheriting skill. So of course this is always an upgrade to an existing skill, and as we can see, this is upgrading Hunk's 8th skill, Slaughter. Now usually Slaughter will give you, for the first 6 turns, all friendly squads will have 37 increased combat speed, and 50% of the damage taken will be tallied on turn 7. So it just gives you a protection for those first 6 turns, but then you do get all of that kind of accumulated damage all dumped on you on turn 7. So if you haven't won the battle by turn 6, you can be struggling. It also gives you a pre-battle round deal of 469% damage to 2 random enemy squads. Slaughter gets upgraded to Fire of Fury with the hero skin, and this is going to improve the combat speed up to 45, and it also increases the damage that the 2 random enemy squads takes on the first turn to 560. So that's 1120 damage. It's not a massive increase, is it? What's that? 81? Yeah, 91. Sorry, per squad. So it's not even 200% extra damage. The combat speed, it increases it by 8. Again, you know, bearing in mind we have the hero equipment, the Lord equipment now, that some of those have additional combat speed. I'm wondering how effective this upgrade is going to be. Okay, against other footmen and potentially archer combos, then more combat speed is good. Obviously, the higher the combat speed you have, the more likely you are to action first. If you were pairing this hero as well with Sakura, for instance, her second still is guaranteeing first goes in the first couple of turns, so that might kind of synergize a bit together. But really, I think if you wanted this to be a significantly better improvement, you'd want it to be higher than this. If you think that there are lots of heroes like Lawman, Army Breaker, Rosen, obviously, that all give much higher boost to combat speed, I think this is going to be negligible against many different combos that you're going to be coming up against in this kind of earlier section of the game, you know, from in the S3 to kind of X2 series. So how effective this hero skin is going to be against quite a lot of combos, I'm not so sure. let's have a look at the preserving skill as well, which is obviously the last thing that you can unlock. And this preserving skill is Vigor. As usual, the hero squad takes 5% less skill damage, and the hero's legion gains 5% resistance. So again, with it being a heavily defensive hero, that's kind of what you would expect from the preserving skill. So nothing really new there. Let's talk about combos. Now, you probably would have seen the developers mail to us the other day. They've talked about Hunk, Ramsey, Sakura, Hunk, Alfred, Warhammer. Now, just taking those two combos, obviously Ramses is one of the Royal Recruitment heroes, so how many players are going to be able to unlock that? Potentially pairing Hunk with Sakura. Sakura's just got her hero skin as well. That could give you quite a big variance against some players earlier in the game. Alfred obviously is an exclusive hero, so not everyone is going to be able to get that combo. So then if we're going down their list, you look at the third combo, it's Hunk, Sakura, Esselfred. I think Esselfred is SX14. And then you've got Hunk, Warden, Manding Lion, again, SX14. So a lot of players aren't actually going to be able to get some of the top combos that the devs are saying. What could you use instead? Well, I would say, for instance, Hunk, Warden, Reaper. That is the most common combo you're seeing in earlier stages of the game with Hunk. That was the first real combo that worked well. You'll be able to pick that up from SX6. So that's much earlier than obviously the SX14 heroes. You can also potentially, for instance, do much earlier at SX2. You could potentially do Hunk, Bleeding Steed, Desert Storm as an all footman combo. All three of those heroes, for instance, if you're a spender, they all have hero skins. That could give you a significant boost. When you think that Hunk actually has an extra 15% HP on his 6th skill as well. So when you combine it with this maxed bio attribute of 10, that's 25 extra HP at SX2. That's quite a big chunk of extra HP. So that could actually be pretty healthy. You might be able to put him into different combos at that stage in the game, and it might work better. When you consider as well about the combat speed, Datch, for instance, SX2 hero, he reduces the combat speed of an opponent's hero with his second skill. So if you combine that reduction on your opponent with the increase that Hunk's skin is giving to all of the squads, potentially that could be beneficial. But there'd need to be quite a lot of testing. But those are my kind of thoughts. Ballisterus, like a SX9, is it SX9? Archer hero, he is also impacted by combat speed. So potentially those kind of heroes might work with this skin. Now, I have had a quick look as well into the arena today to test some of the legions. So we'll have a quick look at that now, at my battles. And first off, I started with the Hunk, Ramsey, Sakura combo. I was up against... Now, this combo had about a combat power of about 5.4 million. I was using S troops. And I had my best set of gear on, which is all +7 advanced. And I was coming up against similar, the kind of first three legions you'll see here. They're slightly different, but they were similar legion strengths. So Infinite from RKS, he beat me, but it wasn't a huge defeat. But he was using the Brave El Cid Avalanche combo. Then I did come up against El Primo, who obviously had Arslan Reaver Healer, and that just obliterated me. Of course, archers are going to really struggle against that footmen combo. It's just not worth it, I don't think. We had, again, significant losses against John Warhammer and Sundiata or Manding Lion. But then I switched over to the Hunk, Warden, Sundiata combo. I had better luck. I did beat Infinite. I did beat El Primo. And we did ever so slightly better against John with that kind of similar combo as well. So for me, this seems to be one of the better combos, Hunk, Warden, Manding Lion. I also tried Hunk, Sakura, Esselfred, but again, it was slightly better than this Ramses Sakura combo, because I think you were doing more damage. So you can see Infinite is minus 1.6 million, while in the first time that was only 800,000. Minus a million for against Bleeding Warhammer. Who's that? Lilith, isn't it? A still massive struggle. I mean, just Hunk is this kind of. Anything with archers in is just not going to stand a chance, or usually won't stand a chance against this Arslan combo. So again, I got absolutely hammered. And then finally again with Hunk, Sakura, Esselfred, slightly closer with John again, 2.25 million to 1.5 million. Of course, you know, the arena has its own kind of set of circumstances and impacts on the attributes. In the real fighting, whether it's KE, sieging against each other, or tile battles, etc. in Eden, the scenarios are going to be ever so different, depending how you've got your everything set up in those circumstances. So with Legion tests, it's never you can never get guaranteed consistent results for the majority of the different combos. So I would just like to highlight that. But yeah, I'm not sure. I see quite a few players from the older states buying this skin, but I'm not sure actually, would you use this in a top 5 combo right now? I'd be surprised to see it. But I would be surprised to see it, to be honest with you. Let's just go into Hunk and have a look at how his menus look as well, because that's what I always love to do. So obviously the dynamic image here, he's got carrying this. Let's go into the searches. So just a bit of a dynamic skirt flowing there, and then we've got this kind of desolate background for the inheritance preview, and then the preservation. You've got this dynamic fire behind him, and you've got more lighting effects on the axe. But there's no real movement of the axe. I thought maybe he would do some kind of animation, but those are the kind of 3 different looks. And obviously you've got the dynamic hero tile for the Legion combos as well. And I forgot to just pop up that combo. So for me, I think probably this Hunk, Warden, Sundiata / Reaper combo is still the best for him with this hero skin. I'd be interested to hear if you guys have been, as I say, I haven't done massive amounts of testing with him, so I'd be interested to hear if you guys have done other testing with him in the previous couple of days with the skin. So please do pop your comments in the comment section down below. And if you have liked this video, please do click on that like. And if you could share this video and my channel in your Alliance chat, Promise chat, through Line, WhatsApp, Viber, Discord, whatever you use to communicate with your fellow players in the game, that would be very much appreciated. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.